Welcome to the driver's seat. Today we have a couple of vehicles that are manufactured across the Pacific, one Korean and one Japanese. Now, the one thing both of these vehicles have in common is that they are trying to compete with some long-standing heavyweights. What we have here is the Hyundai Veloster Turbo. When Hyundai first introduced the Veloster, the one thing most of us complained about was the lack of power. So they came out with a turbo, 200 horsepower. In fact, they even contacted me and said, I can't wait for you to drive this car because it is a true GTI competitor. Well, it's not. Let's start with the good. This gray paint, this flat gray paint, only cost $1,000. That is something no other car company offers. In fact, about 2/3 of the questions at the press conference were focused around the paint. Not a real good sign for a performance car. The other thing that's cool about the Veloster is there's one door on the driver's side and two doors on the passenger side. And the reason for this is to kind of make it a little bit cool and quirky, but also because most people who sit in the back seat of two-door coupes come in from the passenger side. So Hyundai decided to add a door. Not a bad idea, but aside from that and the cool paint, not a whole lot of good things to say about the Veloster Turbo. At $27,000, it's going to be a really long day before I write a check for this vehicle. The 200 horsepower, it's okay, but certainly needs more torque. Not a big fan of the transmission or the steering. And fuel economy, well, the computer told me 22. I actually calculated at 20.01 miles to the gallon. Not very impressive for a vehicle of this class. VW GTI, you have nothing to worry about. When it comes to the world of high-performance compact sedans, it's really dominated by the Germans. You have the Mercedes-Benz C63, you've got the BMW M3, even though it is a coupe, and you've got the Audi S4. Now, Lexus has decided to challenge all of those by having a 416 horsepower V8 engine that really is a lot of fun to drive. But the question I have for all of you is, can you defend this purchase? At a starting price of around $57,000, as shown here, $66,000, can you really pull up to a Cars and Coffee event where you have M3s, Audi S4s, and Mercedes-Benz C63s and defend your purchase? The answer is, hell no, you can't. This is a fun car. But I live here in Orange County, California, and I gotta tell you, if anyone would be buying this car, it'd be people living in Orange County, and all I see are M3s, I see S5s, and I see a lot of C63s. I don't see a lot of ISFs. So there you have it. Two nice cars, but in my opinion, not ready for prime time, and maybe they should be close to the end of their time. But I welcome your comments. I've been reading your comments, and I'm dying to hear the discussions about why someone should buy either one of these in their respective segment over the established brands.